I've watched probably every true crime documentary that exists, okay? And here's my summary of all of them, okay? Can the 911 operators hurry the fuck up? Every time they pick up the phone, they just sound annoyed. It's like, yeah, you know who else isn't jazzed to be on this call right now? They always ask the caller some dumb question, too. They'll be like, what's your relationship with the attacker? Not a good one. We're not friends anymore, okay? He's pretty hostile. If you could call someone, that would be amazing. They're like, we'd love to, but we have a lot of questions to get through, so you could just tell me your mother's maiden name, we'll start there. I made the mistake of watching true crime with my girlfriend recently. Can't do that. Can't do that as a guy. Because the entire time, she's just looking at me to convince her that I, a man who is scared of the dark, would not murder her and her family. She kept pausing the documentary every 5 minutes to be like, you would never do that, right? And I was like, I don't know, why don't you keep pausing and find out? This is getting pretty annoying, all right? She says that I have a serial killer trait. Do you guys know what that is? Okay, serial killer trait. I love how responsive you were to that question, by the way. Before I even finished the question, you were like, no, but I want to hear about it. A serial killer trait, ma'am, is when your partner doesn't like something about you. But instead of telling you, like in a normal, healthy way, they just compare you to a serial killer. They'll be like, oh my God, you work out without headphones? That's so weird. You know who also did that? Hitler. My serial killer trait, according to her, is that this is so vulnerable, I like to drink milk. Wow, that's all right. Round of applause for milk. All right. Hell yeah. Honestly, that's the best reaction I've ever gotten from milk. Most of the time, most people boo. I don't know why it's a weird thing to do. What'd you say? Raised on a dairy farm. She was raised on a dairy farm. Okay, yeah. And you just wanted to tell everyone that right now? Yeah. You thought he's done with the joke, we'll just go into her bio for a little bit. What else is on your LinkedIn, man? Did you start a wheat farm as well? I don't know why it's weird to drink milk. I just did it when I was young, and I kept doing it. I didn't realize everyone else stopped. I'm not weird about it. I don't put it in a Nalgene and take it to go. I just drink it at the end of the day like a hardworking American. I didn't realize it was weird. My girlfriend hates it so much. The first day she ever saw me doing it, she came home from work, saw me drinking milk on the couch, and acted like I was vaping with a baby. She was like, if you're gonna do it outside, okay? It's a new couch, don't do it in here. I just moved in with my girlfriend. We're not married, so we are going to hell. Pretty excited about it. Here's what I've learned about living with a woman, okay? Women, y'all have so much hair. So much hair. It gets everywhere, okay? On the couch, on the floor, on the ceiling for some reason. Dude, the shower is a war zone. I don't know what you guys do in there. Do you guys just shed all of your hair and then grow it back immediately? That's the only thing that makes sense. My girl does this thing, and I'm guessing some of you do it too. She'll take the hair that falls in the shower and then stick it to the wall of the shower. Listen. I don't know if you guys think this is helping, but it looks like a hamster hung itself on the side of my shower. And sometimes, if she's feeling frisky, she'll twirl it in a spiral. What the fuck is that? I think that's her serial killer trait. I think that's what that is. why she does this? And so I asked her about this, and this is what she said. She said, Greg, I'm just reminding myself to get rid of it later. Get rid of it later. Can you imagine if I took a shit and then put it on the wall? Don't worry, babe. Oh, that? I'm gonna get rid of it later. Not now, but I got big plans for later. I got pulled over recently by a cop for a DUI stop. Cop thought I was drunk. I hadn't had a single drink that day, but I was nervous. And when I'm nervous, I make jokes. And the wrong time to make jokes is at a DUI stop with a police officer. He walked over to the car. He was like, "Sir, do you know why I pulled you over?" And I was like, "I plead the fifth." And he was like, "You can't. That's not what you do right now. That's not for right now." I was like, "All right, I plead the fourth. Can I do that?" I don't know how many there are. I'll plead all of them, all right? I'll just do it right now. He made me do like the Z to A backwards test, you know, where you recite the alphabet, which I don't know who can do that when they're sober. Yeah? I think that's what the DUI test should, you know who thinks they can do that? Drunk people. That's what the DUI test should be. Can you do the alphabet backwards? No? You're free to go. Have a nice night. You're clearly sober. I don't like technological advancement. I think we should just slow down for a little while. How about you, dairy farmer? You on board with that? I think we have a lot of good stuff. It's getting too crazy. I think rich people are getting crazy with their technology. Rich people want to freeze their bodies now when they die. And with like the hope that someday they can come back to life and live again. Which is an amazing idea on the surface, right? But the execution is pretty terrible. Because, by the way, in 300 years from now, let's say that technology exists, okay? Do you really think when we're populating Jupiter, we're all going to be sitting around going, you know what would make this whole thing better? How about an old CEO from JP Morgan? I know we're worried about overpopulation, but how about a few more guys named Mark? Let's see if that does it. Maybe the cure for cancer is insider trading. We don't know that it's not. And even if we do choose to revive you, a big bummer for you. You're about to go back to the worst physical shape of your life, dude. You went into the freezer right when you died. You were 90. You're not going to hop out and run a 5K. They're going to lift you out of the freezer. You're going to have arthritis and every strain of COVID. They're going to put a life alert around your neck immediately. You know how I know your body wouldn't work right? Have you ever put bread in the freezer for a while and then try to use it? No, that's an ice pack now. That's what that is, okay? The world's going to be so different. I mean, can you imagine if we revived a guy now from 300 years ago? Just some racist dude in a top hat. We lift him out of the freezer. We're like, Joe, you're alive. He's like, did the Orientals ever finish the railroad? I think he means Uber. I think he means Uber. I think if you're going to revive anyone, we should revive babies, right? Because they're young, they got their whole lives ahead of them, and you can fit more of them in the freezer. That's my time, guys. I'm Greg Capra. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.